morning, Cindy Hodnett here. We are at the top floor suites at Market Square in High Point Market. We're finding out what's going on for this market, who's doing what. One of the big stories this market is going to be about the RW Collective. So I am very pleased to have Michael Carey, CEO, here to talk with us today about what has happened at the company and where it's going forward. First of all, we have to talk about the story. So talk a little bit about the recent acquisition that you made.
Yeah, it was extremely unexpected. We started receiving messages on March 7th about the Bauhaus closing. We had done work with Bauhaus. We had done a good bit of product development there, and they were doing some production for RW Collective. We knew the quality of product, had learned, gotten to know some of the team. And when we heard about it, we were devastated. And it was, one of our strongest domestic factories. And so Rebecca, my partner, and I just looked at each other. We were in a meeting, and that was 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, and we said, we got to buy this factory, or we got to at least go see what's going on. We had been looking at factories over the past 4 or 5 years, and none of them were the right fit for us. And so we kind of knew what we needed. And so we hopped in the car, drove 7 hours, and
Down
met with the team.
Right?
Yep, and met with the team starting at like 8 o'clock on Sunday morning. I think we walked away about 8 o'clock Sunday night, and we had come to an agreement, and we rehired the 70 employees, and they were back at work Monday morning. We never missed 1 minute of production time. We stayed there, learned, everything about the team, and started just kind of digging into the operations. And it's been an exciting journey, to say the least. We are so happy with acquisition at every turn that we make. It's just been, we see opportunity to increase growth and efficiencies and productivity. And what's different about it is that we're bringing a lot of demand with us. We're immediately going to increase production there.
Well, okay, so along with the human interest of folks not having a job on Friday, getting their job back by Monday, which I love that story all day long. But I think the really neat thing is that for folks that don't know the RW Collective, you're going to have some folks coming into the showroom that are new customers, and talk a little bit about what they're going to see when they walk in that might surprise them.
Yeah, we have primarily been an import company. We own a factory in Indonesia, does a lot of case goods and outdoor teak, things like that. So our focus over the years has always been import from Indonesia from our factory in India, and a lot of import upholstery. And so with picking up all of these new domestic customers, they're coming in and they're seeing, something that they don't typically see from just a domestic upholstery factory, because we're a complete whole home line. I mean, we've got everything from, artificial trees to rugs to, pottery. It's all there. So lamps, so we've got everything.
And you've got a really unique, I think, design aesthetic as well for folks that come through. So are you finding that there's additional interest in expanding looks on floors?
Yeah, absolutely. We're able to hit a really broad target. We had kind of the Jess and Gray living, which is kind of a more relaxed coastal lake. A lot of slip covers, performance fabrics, natural woods, and then Atelier Home, which tends to be darker colors, reading, wood, a little bit more transitional. And then now with the new factory, we're kind of bringing on even, expanding those two, and not only bringing in a different price point, but bringing in some, new product development, exciting ideas that we're going to be able to turn around really quickly. Stuff that typically would take a year, we've already got the PD team working on it, and we're turning out designs, in weeks.
It's such an incredible story. Now, of course, it's taking place against a backdrop that is a little bit challenging right now,
to say the least.
Are the folks coming in? Are they asking about tariffs? We're hearing all sorts of things so far at market, like some are just we're going to wait and see, to be
Yeah.
determined, and then others want to drill down more. What are you hearing?
We're not making any changes. If anything, just some of the higher grade fabrics will just be a small step up, but we are truly just taking it by the cost of the material. And, I feel like things are going to settle down pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And we're able to mitigate most of it. So we're not implementing any price increases, any surcharges, or anything like that.
I've got to tell you, I feel like we're kind of breaking a story that's going to continue to have lots of stories to tell in years to come. But for this market, if someone's thinking about stopping by or talking with you, and they're not familiar with you, what are some of the hallmarks that you would put out there for them as why they should come by and check it out?
The thing that we really do different is that we don't produce samples and then see how the market responds to it. A lot of times we produce stuff and we have some retail locations, and we'll roll it out to the retail locations and get good direct-to-consumer feedback. It gives us, design, any quality issues, and most importantly right now, price points. And so a lot of the stuff is already battle tested, and so when you see it on our showroom floor here, it's already been in a retail environment. We can already tell you how it's performing, and you don't have to see if something makes the cut. It's already made the cut, and a lot of times it's already in stock in quantities. So you make the decision, and it can ship within a couple of days.
So built-in consumer research of a sort.
Yes.
So let everybody know where your showroom is.
We're at 156 South Main Street, right across from the old Red Lion Inn, on the corner of Commerce next to the radio building.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, Michael, congratulations on all things that are happening, and we look forward to watching how things evolve for you guys.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Stay tuned for more.